Let's talk about more about queue placement policy. Okay, as we see before in the configuration file, the last portion is queue placement policy. Okay, in this way, try several rules. But how about we want to do it other way? Okay, how about we want to put all applications into one queue, or we want to put applications divided by user. Okay, so how do we do that? So queue placement policy, a little bit more. First, if we want specify fairly, what's the default behavior about a fair scheduler? Because fair scheduler, as we said, first trying to be fair between users and within each users be fair among all applications. That's the default behavior of fair scheduler. And this is also the default policy of fair scheduler. That means, what I said, if in the configuration file we see here, if this part, queue placement policy, is totally omitted, I didn't put anything there, and there's a default queue placement policy. And the default policy would be like this. Okay, if I omitted the queue placement policy totally, then this is the default policy. The default policy, two rules. First, by specification. If the application specify the queue, then try to put the application into that queue. Fair. If not specified by user, second rule. Okay. If I submit application to Hadoop, and the Hadoop is using a fair scheduler by default, the scheduler is first to see which queue that my application has specified. I may specify I want to put my application into DV queue, okay, or production queue, and if that was found, Hadoop try to put my application there. If I did not specify the queue to be put in, then by default, the first scheduler is going to try to check my role. Okay, so, oh, Lawrence belongs to production department, and also the username is Lawrence production. Okay, then by the rule here, fair scheduler is trying to find the queue name as Lawrence production. If it's not found, then create that queue. Okay, this is the default policy. And this also, to say it's in plain language, is that this default policy is first trying to be fair among users, second, be fair among applications within the user. Okay, that's a default. Another extreme case. Now, if some user may some administrator may want to set the fair scheduler to totally ignore user, I would just say, no matter who submitted, I will just equally distribute the resources among all applications, ignore users. Then you can specify your queue placement policy like this. Simple, one rule, put all queue into default. That means the scheduler will not create queues by user, but instead every application will be put in one queue, and when new application comes in, the scheduler is gonna try to evenly distribute the computation resources among applications. Okay, this is the way to set it. That's all about queue placement policy, and next video we're gonna talk about more other preemptions and dominant resources delay scheduling.